According to US Census Bureau, the world's population is increasing or expanding in a mind-boggling rate. The total population reached 1 billion in 1800, 2 billion in 1922, 6 billion by 2000, 7 billion by today, 31st October 2011, and it is expected to reach or swell to over 9 billion by 2050. That means the kind of expansion, if the total resources were distributed evenly, the people in 2050 will only have 25% resources per capita as compared to the people who had in 1950. Toastmasters of the evening, fellow Toastmasters, welcome any guests. A warm greeting to you all.
Good evening.
Last vacation, we were in Mumbai. We went to a nearby supermarket for grocery shopping. So we finished the shopping, so we put the trolley onto the cash counter, and my wife was flabbergasted. She was asked to pay for the plastic bag. Being a typical Mumbai, she's always cost conscious. So what she did is, from that trolley, whatever she could to put on one plastic bag costing ₹7 could carry, and believe me, Toastmasters, that was the first and the final plastic bag I have ever seen in that particular vacation. By going green, it's not just a trend, but it's a lifestyle individuals adopt to conserve energy and give back to the nature. Al Gore, who was the winner of Nobel Prize in 2007, who has worked to give the awareness towards climate control, was the first and foremost person to grasp the seriousness of this issue. Yes, the world's climate is changing. Why? What is the reason? If you see the reasons, now we can see it is increased amount of green gas going up. That is because why? It is again from deforestation and burning of fossil fuel. Fossil fuel will be emitted from, say, aeroplanes, vehicles, coal factories, and power generation processes. And we'll see what are the effects. The average temperature has gone up to 0.8 degrees centigrade, and that will happen in the near decade. The Arctic ice is disappearing rapidly, and scientists are forecasting an ice-free summer on that region by 2040 or maybe earlier. And everyone is witnessing earthquakes and tsunamis frequenting. It's almost like a daily affair now in some part of the world every day. In Go Green, the first and foremost golden word is reduce, reduce, and reduce. Reduce your consumption. Whatever you want really to use, only you buy. Nowadays, you can see even 5-star hotels, some areas in the toilet where the bathrobe and all kept, there is a plastic shield or covering. It says, use only if required. Think about the chemicals injected to the nature when it is going to the laundry. Then comes reduce your waste. In offices, we don't have to print everything. If printing, we can use double-side printing, which will again reduce the waste. And there are so many ways you can, like, you don't have to distribute everything. You can circulate instead of distributing, instead of giving one to each. Then comes reduce your power consumption. There are so many ways you can reduce your power. Believe me, after going through for this project, I started off putting off whichever unused lights in my house, and wherever the natural light is there on Fridays, we can open the curtain. You have enough light on your hall instead of putting the light. So there are so many ways we can think over and make use of the natural things, which is again will put off your consumption. Another important aspect is reduce your fuel consumption, and by reduce pollution. All the people cannot drive a fuel efficient, but you can do, or we can do so many things. If possible, park the car in the shade. Not always possible, but it gives an edge on the evaporation of the fuel. And if you notice, like, if you can do the refueling in the early morning or in the night, if possible, or in an emergency you can't help it. And some people are there who keeps the picnic gears and all in the car. They go for picnic once in a year, twice in a year, thrice in a year. I know so many people put the tent itself there in the car putty, which is again taxing on the fuel. Then recycle and reuse. You know, if everyone reads newspaper online on electronic media, you will save 500,000 trees in a week. You know, one glass bottle, if you throw into the nature, it takes 4,000 years to decompose completely into the nature. So friends, again, Go Green is not just cleaning up the air or saving the earth or boost your self-sacrificing habits. It rather teaches accountability and go get your things without much taxation on the nature. Another important thing is it gives improved legacy to be transferred to your next generation. So Toastmasters, we are all saving for our future, our children's education, for our marriage, for our retirement. Same way, why don't we take an oath to organize ourselves to save Mother Nature today, now? Over to you.